probably hard to tell, but that's a little burrow. That's a pretty big one. Never know what made it. Miscellaneous things. This is a sand pile. Or what's left of it. Miscellaneous things burrow into it. And it's usually reproduction related. Little bees will bury stink bugs in there. And other stuff. Not seeing any of the bee burrows, but it's been rainy, so their burrows have probably just washed away. We call it this morning. This thing happened. I don't know if you can see that. At 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. These are some little fence post lizards. So, they're fence lizards. Getting my sand. Filling the voids and things. Came across some eggs. First batch I found was 8 eggs. So maybe 3/8 wide by a little over a half long. You know, I thought they were snake eggs. They looked too big to be a fence lizard's eggs. But it was a small clutch, just 8. Those ones hatched out several weeks ago. I was starting to get worried about this one, because here it is the end of August. You know, summertime's over, and these guys just finally hatched. But they were buried about 4 inches deep. So I set up this little, it's got some air holes. Cut off the top. Put in some little pins to hold it. So a cricket got in there somehow, I think through that little bit right there, and then he couldn't get out. And the cricket was lasting for a long time. Maybe like a week or so he was in there, so last night I put in some greens for him to eat. So I checked on it just now. Water supply, through the water supply hole. And they were hatched. Yeah, so the first batch, I got some holes in the bottom too to allow water to drain out. First batch was 8. 7 of those hatched out several weeks ago. The last one was a dud. Candled them. Then I found a second batch of eggs, maybe like a few weeks after the first. It was back in June, I think. End of June when I first started seeing the eggs. Something. Another mushroom log. I was back in June. Took several months for them to hatch. When they did, I candled these ones, and these ones had little embryos in them. So that first batch, was. Looks like food to me. I blended up some chicken out of the woods and sawdust, drilled some 5 or 6 inch holes, poured and pushed it in there, and then sealed it. And that was the rest of it. Just poured the rest over the top. What do you call it? 7 of the 8 hatched out, and these 6, yeah, there's a little bug. So there should be 6, but I just counted 5. Let's see what we got. Here's 1. Cute little fence lizard. Very tiny. So there may be 1 unhatched still. Last time 1 hatched right on video. Sorting through the eggs. And he popped out. Come on, guy. Kind of late in the season for him. See how he does. Over here at the garden. Cleaned up the garden. Figs are starting to ripen, which is also making them a target for the bugs. Looks like I'm gonna have to take this one in. I'm chewing on it. I like to chew on them now. That one's nice and bloated. They eat the bugs. The real problem bug is the I mean, there's really no problem bug. But I wouldn't mind getting rid of wood roaches. And right now these guys are more just animal food. But they survive. They'll feed off of the wood roaches and the spiders and whatnot. And the spiders are nice because they eat the wood roaches. Wood roaches are pretty low on the totem pole, but there's still a ton of them. So that was 2. There's 3. Let's go. There's the cricket. Come on, guy. They like to be on the wood. That guy's already climbing up the tree to safety. Higher the better, probably. Looking for a little place. Let's get these guys out. Yeah, these are the best pesticides right here. I mean, not really, but they are a pesticide. Cool fly. These ones got white faces. I'll just look at you. Oh yeah, but there should be 6. They're right on top of each other. I don't want to squish that guy. I think he's just playing dead. Oh wow. No, he's moving his eyes. He's just, I've never seen this before. Playing dead. There he goes, now he's running. I didn't think they played dead. That's a new behavior. Come on, guy. And they're so fragile. There we go. Turn around the right way. Come on, guy. There you go. Yeah, they blend into fence posts real good. And you know, back in the day, they were split rail fences. They blend into that real good. And it takes them a few hours once they hatch before they're really active. So there still should be one in here, unhatched. And it was an active embryo a few weeks ago. Same stages, you know, about as far along in development. Oh yeah, so these were buried about 6 inches deep. 4 inches deep, I mean. So I put them in here with like 4 inches of sand on top of them. There he goes. He was in the sand. He hadn't dug his way out just yet. Oh, gee. Okay. It's risky business, pal. Going under a big heavy tub. Playing dead. It's not a very good tactic, guy. Gee, get out of the corner. This guy does not want to cooperate. There we are. Climb up, pal. Come on. Oh, cheesy. There we go, finally. This guy's just difficult. I had a hard time getting... He couldn't dig his way out of the sand because he just made it so difficult. You make everything so hard, pal. Yeah, it's been real hot. But it's finally started to cool down a little. I'm just getting the old eggshells out. Kind of like a little leather sack. So basically it expands as they grow. You know, what was maybe a half-inch expands into like 3/4 of an inch. Kind of just stretches and stretches until finally when they're full grown, it's just ready to tear, and they do a jerk, and that's all it takes to get the tear going, and then they just wiggle themselves out. Beautiful, yeah. Mr. Cricket survived. Keep some sand up here for my things. Asparaguses. I like sandy soil. So I'm gonna keep that for the asparaguses. Yeah, I was hoping to catch one on camera actually hatching like last time, but that's rare. Yeah, that's it for this vid.